Welcome back, tankers. Today we've got another spotting video to watch. We've got the WZ-132A piloted by Lampetai. We're on Profirovka, the North Spawn, and Lampy, I'll call him, is now positioning himself. Looks like he's going to go up on the hill to start the game off and see if he can get some early spots. 132A is a great tank for spotting in the tier 9 category. 390 meter view range, 600 meter signal range. It's got a decent gun with a pretty substantial fire rate for a light tank. Looks like he's pulling up right now into these bushes over here. Gonna see if we can get any spots on vehicles coming up on the hill. We have a decent separation of tanks. It looks like they've spaced themselves out fairly well. Some going down the 0 line. We've got a few on the 5-6 line and a few on the 1 line. We spotted one heavy and a tank destroyer up on the hill. And he's going to hold off here and see if he can get a little bit of spotting damage. So where he's at right now, obviously the bush isn't solid, so if he fires, he will be detected. I believe that's the first thing he did, and immediately he got hit by a Object 260 for 424. So instead of trying to hang out there and continue to be spotted or hit, looks like he's going to fall back, and I believe he's going to reposition over on the 1 line since there appear to be no spotters available on that side. He's already down almost a quarter of his hit points, so he definitely wants to try to make it back undetected. He's looking around to find out where a good spot is, and it looks like he might want to go up on the 5-6 lines. Perhaps he can get a spot as he rides up over the hill. Got a couple more tanks there. Again, he's spotted, pulls back. Now it looks like he's going to go directly over to the 1-2 line at this point. He's definitely playing a dicey game, being out front, rushing through the bushes. Let's see where he positions himself now. Up, spotted again. Not a good place to be. Took another shot from a T-57. And now he's trying to get himself unspotted once again. At this point, he takes a higher route behind the bushes, using those as cover so that he's not detected farther away. And he's going to set himself up in this bush here. Again, the bush isn't solid, so he can't make a whole lot of shots from that angle. However, he may be able to shoot some through the trees, which are solid. We'll watch him for a few minutes here and see what he's able to rack up. The interesting thing about being a light tank or playing a light tank is you really have to understand the terrain as well as where all of the good bushes are. It's not so much just having a bush to hide behind, but you actually want to make sure that your tank is actually blocked by the bush. If you're in a higher tank, one that stands up taller, obviously this bush isn't going to be enough to conceal you. Of course, having brothers in arms on all your crew members and fully trained concealment on all your crew members can absolutely improve your ability to hide behind bushes. That's the thing right now, is he now knows he's taken 2 big hits and he really has only about 35% of his health left. If he tries to take any shots with the tanks that are down on the 1-2 line, he almost certainly is going to get spotted. That's why he's been holding this position and not firing. But it looks like he's going to try taking some shots. He keeps looking over in the 5-6 line. I think he might try to swing around and get a shot or two on some of those tanks. What he's got to watch out for, though, is that other light tank that's moving around on the 2 line, getting ready to hide behind some bushes there. He very well could spot him from where he's at. Another Jagdtiger. It's already over 7,000 spotting damage just by holding this position. He's not running around. He's not riding up over hills. He's letting the enemy team move up into his spotting range. You notice that he has a full spotting range circle and full detection. He also has a camo net for additional concealment. Looks like he's taken a few shots here through these trees. Now, because of where he's at, and he hasn't spotted anybody else, those trees are actually providing solid cover for him so those tanks can't see him. If that was an open tree where you could see through it, chances are those tanks would have spotted him, and when he would be dead at this point. So even though he's been racking up lots of hits here, it looks like the rest of his team is pushing forward even without his spotting assistance. I think he's going to continue to try to position himself where he might be able to take a shot. Here it looks like he's trying to get a shot on the Malshin. And, yep. He missed, but the rest of his team was able to get a hold of him. So now he's going to push himself further down towards the JK line and see if he can turn around and spot anybody that's out there in the field. I believe he's going to come up on a tank here over to his right in just a minute. T-30. Yep. And notice, even though he's that close and you can't see the tank, if he were to fire at this distance, that T-30 would most certainly spot him. So he waits until his teammates take him out and then continues to move forward. At almost 10,000 assist damage at this point, he really has 2 options. He can either sit in the cap circle and try to cap the game out, or why not try to spot a few more tanks and get some more personal damage or some more spotting assist. I think he's going to try to go up over the hill here and see if we can spot anybody up on the 0 line. Leopard PTA drives around behind him and he peeks over the shoulder, takes a hit, but manages to spot 2 more tanks. Now he's making his way up. He's still racking in that assist damage from when he spotted him. May try to take it. Yep. Take a shot here on the STRV and finish him off. And that's the game. Great play.